Imagine you're sitting across from an interviewer who leans in and asks, "Tell me about a time you faced a tough deadline." Your mind races. Do you list your skills, describe your last project, or just talk about how you hate missing deadlines? Suddenly you realize you're rambling, details slipping through the cracks. Now picture this instead. The question comes, and you start with a sharp, vivid story. You lay out the challenge, spotlight your role, walk through the steps you took, and wrap up with the impact you made. Suddenly, you see heads nodding and your answer sticks. What changed? Not luck. You simply used a proven structure that turns tricky interview questions into memorable stories, no matter your job title or industry. That's what the STAR method is all about. Today, at the Knowledge Academy, we break down the STAR method, your secret weapon for answering behavioral interview questions with confidence. Let's begin by understanding what STAR stands for. Situation: set the scene. Task: explain your responsibility. Action: describe what you did. Result: share the outcome. It's a simple yet powerful framework that helps you structure your answers clearly and effectively. Tell me about a time you faced a conflict at work. How did you handle it? Describe the conflict clearly, explain your role, and show how you used communication and empathy to resolve it constructively. End with the positive outcome. Here's how you can answer. I once resolved a conflict between two departments over resource allocation. I organized a joint meeting, facilitated open dialogue, and proposed a shared timeline. This helped both teams align, reduce tension, and ensured the project progressed smoothly without further delays. Describe a situation where you had to meet a tight deadline. Set the scene with urgency. Explain your responsibility and show how you managed time and pressure. End with the successful result. Consider saying something like, I once had 48 hours to deliver a campaign and I prioritized key tasks, delegated effectively, and led a focused review. The campaign launched on time, exceeded engagement targets, and was praised by senior leadership for its clarity and impact. Give an example of a goal you set and how you achieved it. State the goal, explain your motivation, describe the steps you took, and end with the measurable result or impact. A strong way to answer could be, I aim to improve client retention by 20%. I introduced follow-up protocols, tracked feedback, and personalized outreach. Within 3 months, retention increased by 25%, and client satisfaction scores rose significantly, contributing to a stronger quarterly performance. Tell me about a time you made a mistake. What did you learn? Be honest about the mistake, explain how you took responsibility, and highlight what you learned or changed as a result. This is one way to frame your response. I once submitted a report with incorrect figures. I immediately corrected the data, informed stakeholders, and implemented a peer review system. The experience taught me the importance of accuracy and accountability and improved the team's reporting standards. Describe a time you had to adapt to a significant change. Explain the change, your role, how you adapted, and the positive result. Show flexibility and resilience. Here's how you can answer. I have adapted to remote onboarding during a company-wide shift. I digitized materials, hosted virtual sessions, and created feedback loops. New hires felt supported, and onboarding satisfaction scores increased, proving the effectiveness of the new approach. Tell me about a time you led a team or project. Describe the project, your leadership role, how you motivated or organized the team, and the successful outcome. Here's how you can answer. I have led a cross-functional team to launch a new service. I set clear goals, resolved blockers, and encouraged collaboration. The launch exceeded performance targets, received positive client feedback, and strengthened team morale through shared success. Give an example of a time you went above and beyond for a customer or colleague. Share the situation, your initiative, and the impact. Show dedication and a service-oriented mindset. Here's how you can answer. I have helped a client resolve a critical issue after hours. I accessed the system remotely, fixed the error, and followed up the next day. The client praised our responsiveness, and my manager recognized my commitment with a service award. So far, we've explored how to introduce yourself and respond to common behavioral questions with clarity and confidence. But great interviews go deeper. They reveal how you think, act, and adapt in real-world situations. Let's continue with more behavioral questions that test your leadership, problem-solving, and decision-making skills, which are all perfect for the STAR method. Describe a situation where you had to persuade someone. Explain the resistance, your strategy to influence, and the result. Show tact, logic, and confidence. Here's how you can answer. I have persuaded a client to adopt automation. They were hesitant, so I presented performance data, offered a pilot, and addressed concerns. After testing, they fully implemented the solution, improving efficiency by 25% and reducing manual errors significantly. Tell me about a time you had multiple priorities. How did you manage them? Describe the workload, your method of prioritization, and how you ensured timely delivery. Show organization and clarity. Here's how you can answer. I have managed 3 overlapping deadlines. I used a priority matrix, delegated tasks, and communicated timelines clearly. All projects were delivered on time, and my manager praised my ability to stay organized and calm under pressure. Give an example of a time you solved a complex problem. Describe the problem, your analysis, the solution you implemented, and the outcome. Show creativity and critical thinking. Here's how you can answer. As a systems analyst, I have resolved recurring outages during peak hours. I analyzed server logs, identified a memory leak, and worked with IT to deploy a patch. Uptime improved by 99%, and customer complaints dropped dramatically, boosting overall satisfaction. You've now seen how the STAR method transforms your experiences into compelling interview answers. But preparation doesn't stop here. It's the key to confidence, clarity, and career growth. Behavioral interviews are your chance to showcase your problem-solving, adaptability, and leadership skills. With the STAR method, you won't just answer, but you'll stand out. Want to sharpen your skills and boost your chances? Explore our interview preparation courses at the Knowledge Academy. The link is in the description. Subscribe to the Knowledge Academy and hit the notification bell icon to be first to get notified. Keep learning and keep growing with the Knowledge Academy.